So we're taking a road trip across northeastern Alabama today. I've got Moises with me. We're going to stop and see a couple of sites that most people probably don't know exist. And then we're going to go into Georgia a little bit. And there's a really cool place that I've been dying to go see. But we're starting from Birmingham. We're going to eat some good food. And let's see how today goes. So we're on the campus of UAB. We're at a spot that probably most people don't know about, but it's one of the more unique things that are on campus. And this is the memorial to people who have donated their bodies to science. So let's see. So if you're driving through Birmingham on a road trip, you've got to stop by Falafel Cafe for lunch. Some of the best Mediterranean food you will ever eat in your life. And some of Moises' favorite food too.
Jerusalem sauce? Yes. Cabbage. Can I get more hummus, please? Yes. Do you know the toppings?
Yeah. And then just like the garlic sauce.
Yep.
Okay, so we are in the city of Fort Payne right now, about an hour and a half outside of Birmingham. There's a really unique, I guess you could call it like statue kind of here in the city. And for all my Southern Baptist friends that are out there, it was made by Bobby Welch, who was the president of the SBC back in the early 2000s. But it's called the Dye Ditch Gang. And what's unique about this place is it was once called the sock capital of the world because they had a massive sock factory here. And they would do different colored socks like red, green, yellow, blue. And so every day once they finished dyeing these socks, they would take all of the water with the dye in it and they would go dump it in a ditch. And so it would fill up, and even in the winter it would fill up even higher up because the ground was frozen. And kids would come around it and they would play here. And so a group of kids would call themselves the Dye Ditch Gang because of the dye that was dumped into this area. And so it kind of made a kind of a kaleidoscope color when you looked in the ditch. And so Bobby Welch created this sculpture, I guess you could call it, out of paper mache. And it's kind of cool. So here it is. So on this sculpture, it mentions Joshua 4:6, which is in this Bible. It talks about how the Israelites crossed over the Jordan River after they had left Egypt, and the Ark of the Covenant was with them. And so before they crossed, the water stopped flowing, and they were told to go grab 12 stones, one for each of the tribes of Israel. And when their children asked them what the stones were for, they would tell them of God stopping the water flow of the Jordan River. And so just as those stones were a reminder then of what God had done, this sculpture's supposed to remind people here of a simpler time, and also of those who have come before us and those who will come after us. But overall, definitely a cool stop on the unique Alabama road trip. What do you think, Moises?
This is weird. Stop recording.
Definitely a little odd. I will give that to him, but it's unique. Definitely worth the trip up here. And you can't come to Fort Payne without stopping to see the Alabama sculpture, which is where we are going to next. Okay, so we were driving down the road right outside Fort Payne, and we come across this crazy place. And Moises was like, we've got to stop and come see this.
You said that, but okay.
So, look at this. There's literally a T-Rex in the back. And they've got SpongeBob.
Wait.
This is cool, Moises.
He keeps this under the shed because the sun will fade that paint. He says it's real hard to paint. So
Hmm. I can tell he put a lot of time into painting it.
Oh yeah, that's why you don't have to repaint.
That's awesome.
So
Is he like constantly making stuff?
he's made. We bought the dinosaur was in our backyard. We bought this building from him about a year and a half ago. We had to move that thing over here, which was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This project. But yeah, he made some more stuff. Since then, he may already moved it over here. I really don't know.
This is awesome.
He's interested cat.
Cool. Well, yeah, this place is awesome. Y'all probably get a bunch of people stopping, don't you? Look at this, Moises. Bush demon from China.
What do you do, the turtle?
You should add a sign that says Lima and which direction it's in. Then you would know which way your home is. Bug eyes, look at this one. What does the sign say? Junkaroo. Okay, this is like the most creative thing I think I've ever seen. Look at this. Junkie monkey. What do you think?
Spider.
Bugly Ugg. Oh, Spido. Look at that. What does that say? Turtle. Turtle bird. Okay, this has to be like one of the coolest places ever. What do you think, Moises? This might be the coolest stop on our trip.
This is so weird.
It is such a unique place. This place is awesome. So we're continuing our road trip up northeast Alabama through Fort Payne, just went through DeSoto State Park, and now we are at one of the coolest churches I think I've ever seen in my life. We are at Sallie Howard Memorial Baptist Church, and what makes this church so unique is that it's built into the side of a boulder. This was built by her husband in 1937 to memorialize her life, and he built it based off of churches that he saw on a trip with Sallie in Europe. But here it is. So we crossed over into Georgia, and now we are at Howard Finster's Paradise Gardens in Summerville, Georgia, I think it is. Is that where we're at? I think it's Summerville, Georgia.
Yes.
So Howard Finster was a born-again Christian at the age of 13, and he used his artistic abilities to share the gospel message with people. And so he created over, I want to say it's like 10,000 pieces of art, and he created this museum where a lot of the art's stored, as you can see behind us. And it's a national, it's on the National Register of Historic Places. So, but here's some of it from the outside. And there's so many cats. What is it with all the cats?
It's a dog. It's a cat.
So it's $15 for adults. Moises gets in for $5 because he's a student, and I think seniors are $10.
Not worth
Hey, how are you?
Oh, great. How are you guys?
Oh, this place is cool.
It is. Is this your first time here?
It sure is. I don't even know what to think of this place, Moises.
I won't say anything.
I don't even know what to think. Never seen anything like this before.
paying $5 or $15. Not worth it.
Oh, there's another dog. Like, what is this? Like, look at all these pipes. Like, each, like, piece of pipe is, like, individually tied to a piece of metal and then nailed to the wall. And then there's, like, those, I don't know if you see those, like, they look like Stretch Armstrongs up at the top. Oh, there's another dog.
Oh.
Hmm. This is a very unique place.
What a great word to define the place. Unique.
Interesting. Oh, I remember seeing this on when I looked this up. There's like this like bridge you can walk through, which we can go through in a second. But guess this, I don't know what this is. It's like a, I saw this on like online too. It's like a casket. So there's like Bible verses all over the walls in here, and like up towards the top too. So yeah, like the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Matthew 9:37. I would say this is like gotta be the most creative place I think I've ever been in my life.
And also the weirdest place.
Is there like anything written on the casket up there, Moises? Is there anything up here that's like written on the casket? Like there's words, it's just you can't read it anymore. Like somebody wrote something. So it says donated to Howard Finster and the Paradise Garden by Steve Owen and Mark Higgins, Owen Funeral Home, Cartersville, Georgia. Interesting. I think there was some other stuff out here. Everywhere you look, there's just so much art. I hear the sound coming. It just feels like it's getting farther and farther away as we walk. This is say, Moises?
What?
Oh, elementary school. The state of Alabama. Oh, I guess that's his, where he graduated, like, or finished elementary school. That's his, maybe that's his school. Let's see.
Yeah, 6th grade.
Ah, oh yeah, right there.
He never run out of words. That's about all I can say. He always had a message if he had a chance to preach.
I think the most important thing about Howard is that he was proselytizing for Jesus. He was not making art. And that gives the art itself a kind of energy, which is a part of a primary obsession.
He is a person that was a preacher first, artist second. But as I think about it more and more, they go hand in hand.
Oh, there he is with Colonel Sanders. Ah, there's the shoe she was talking about that he had a picture of.
Oh.
Which, I guess we can go back to the middle once we walk around, because I want to see the middle. This thing, it just keeps going, Moises. Like, it's all the way back here, too. Guess this is like all car parts, maybe. But this shoe, at the front, they had like a picture of Howard, and he was taking a picture with this shoe, and apparently it's like a really famous picture of him. There's the, from the shirts they had up there, with the Francis Scott Key imagery. Look at this. Can we go inside, Moises?
No.
Oakland Barnyard.
Are you really going inside?
I don't even know what this is. I guess it's just stored pieces. He's gonna use in art. Bunch of bicycle pedals. Yeah, I think this is just all bicycle parts.
See?
Like there's like wheels, tires. Like it's like a half of a horse. You ever seen the TV show American Pickers?
No.
Oh, I kind of feel like this is like what they would walk into. Oh. I don't even know like what I'm walking into. Like It's like jars of metal sticks. This is a place I would definitely recommend making sure you're up to date on your tetanus shot if you come, because there are so many places you could cut yourself on rusty metal. Okay, so I think that's the majority of it. Definitely a unique place. Moises, what would you think? What do you think?
No opinion.
I would say, like, if you truly appreciate art, this is definitely a cool place to come, because it takes somebody with a ton of creativity to be able to come up with the idea for all of this and just all of the different art installations that are here. So I would definitely recommend it if you love art. It's unique. If I had to do it over again, I would definitely come here again. But yeah, I've just never seen anything like it before. So overall, I would definitely say this is a unique place to come visit. Howard Finster was definitely an eclectic guy. Can't say I'd agree with all of his theology, but this is definitely a cool place to come if you're into art, because this dude was definitely gifted and talented. Moises, thoughts? Definitely, I mean, I would say it's definitely a little strange, this place is, but...
No opinion.
What do you think of this place?
No opinion.
Would you come back?
No.
Oh, and I also got this really cool Christmas ornament for my mom. Let's see, let me pull it out. My mom loves Christmas ornaments. So Howard was really like one of his most famous pieces of art that he ever created was the Santa Claus, and I got it on this Christmas ornament. So $20 if you want one, but definitely pretty cool. Yes, $20, Moises. $20 for that thing. For my mom. I will do anything for my mom. As I know you would too.